everyone, I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Dan.
And it's time once again
to recommend things.
Hey, Dan!
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
What do you recommend today?
I'm going to recommend something I got as a Christmas gift from somebody.
This is surprise, surprise.
Put out by Jakks Pacific. It's the World of Nintendo line. And the cool thing about this toy is when I was a kid, they didn't make a lot of Nintendo-based toys, and it kind of made me mad because I love, all their franchises and stuff. And I think because the Wii U is selling so poorly, they've had to merchandise their things to make money.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like they're putting out a lot of toys now, and they recently struck a theme park deal with Universal. Like there's going to be Nintendo areas and Universal parks, which should be really cool. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I hope they do one at the one in Florida, which is the closest Universal park to me, because that would be awesome. But anyway, this is the figure I got. It is a 20-inch Link figure.
That's enormous, dude.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. It looks like Link from Skyward Sword. I'll put him closer to the camera. He's pretty detailed. Even up to the rubber we got on here. It's looks like cloth. It's really cool. The shield and the sword are really detailed. The only thing I don't like about the figure is that it doesn't have a lot of articulation. It only has like 7 points, but it's a figure that's kind of meant for display. A 20-inch figure you're not going to play with, and I didn't intend on playing with him anyway because I don't play with action figures anymore. I intended him to be displayed, but I don't know. I just when I got this, I was like, oh, that's like the coolest thing in the world because they didn't have things like this when I was a kid, and they kind of remind me of the build of I don't know if you've seen them, those gigantic Kylo Ren figures that they have in stores that are like half the size of an actual person.
Uh-huh.
It's the same kind of like plastic build and articulation level of those. It's kind of based on that kind of build.
Have you seen the Darth Vader? It's like $80 and he's like 4.5 feet or something. I mean, like,
yeah, I kind of want the Kylo Ren one.
They get huge.
Yeah, but I can't justify spending that much money on an action figure. But anyway, this guy goes for... I've seen him for sale at GameStops and various other like entertainment like stores like FYE or Newbury Comics, which is a thing that we have up here, for between $35 and $50, depending on where you find them. Like it's a pretty reasonably priced figure, I think, too. There's Scabbard fell off here. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I don't really have all that much to say about him other than I like, how it looks. I kind of wish it was the Ocarina of Time design, but they don't make a lot of toys based on the Ocarina of Time stuff before, obviously, because that game came out in the 90s. But yeah, I would highly recommend the figure if you're looking for something to display, especially since Nintendo doesn't make a lot of toys like that. It's cool stuff.
Yeah, that's a really good point. We've been seeing more and more stuff for classic video games the last, decade or so, especially. And you're like when I was a kid, there wasn't a whole lot either. And I remember like anytime Nintendo or I think Nintendo had some, or Sega would have. They
had a few. There wasn't a whole lot.
Well, that's actually not what I was going to say. Like when Nintendo or Sega, and I'm trying to remember if Nintendo had these, but when Nintendo or Sega would have, oh no, they did, would have toys in like McDonald's kids meals and things like that. Like for a while, that was about all I ever saw when I was a kid.
Yeah,
like there wasn't.
Wendy's had a deal where they put out a bunch of Mario toys, and it was like a Mario like rubber ball and things like that. But yeah, there wasn't a lot of stuff.
The line that they had for the Happy Meals in the early 90s, this would have been like 92, 93, there was like the big one I remember was the Goomba that like you press down and it's one of those toys that has a spring and it snaps and it flips over. And I just thought that was always really funny with a Goomba. But I think there might have been like a Koopa Troopa that like you press the button and the shell fires off or something like. I forget what exactly it was, but I remember there was a Luigi on a cloud with wheels. Remember that was a thing. Awesome. But these days, like there's a lot of stuff for Nintendo, especially, and even before. Because I think you're absolutely right that they're doing more merchandising because they're not selling Wii U real well. But even before that, I mean, like, K'NEX has had toys for Mario Kart for quite a while now, and they are cool.
Yeah, I've seen those, and I'm sure they're really cool, but man, I just kind of wish Nintendo made a deal with LEGO instead,
I totally understand why you're saying that. I wouldn't mind if they had both. The thing is, I played with K'NEX a lot when I was a kid, and that's a kind of building toy that's very different from other things and makes a lot of sense for track building.
That's true.
Is the thing. So that's what I like. I'm with you. I mean, it'd be cool to have that too. But as far as just like Mario Kart, because the thing is, what you did with K'NEX was a lot of like building like vehicles that actually worked and like rubber band powered things and stuff like that. So it made a lot of sense that they got
roller coasters and things like that too.
Yeah, and so I always thought that was super cool. But yeah, they've got those like mini like level sets now where for Mario where you can build what looks like a whole level. Those are cool. I'd like to get one of those at some point. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, and I think Jakks Pacific is putting out, I don't know if they're out yet, but they're putting out a line of figures based on some of the classic games. Like they're doing an Ocarina of Time Link figure, they're doing, and I think they're all on 4-inch scale, which is kind of disappointing because I like the figures to be a little bigger than 4 inches, but I might buy them because I just love Ocarina of Time so much. And they're making a Majora figure, which is the villain from Zelda Majora's Mask. They're doing some classic Mario stuff too, Ganondorf from the Wind Waker. So they're going back to like the old Nintendo library and actually mining it, which is cool. Not just doing the modern game stuff, because obviously this Link that I have here is based on the most recent Zelda game that came out on Wii, but I'm sure they'll do some stuff when all the new games start coming out. When presumably the new system comes out in about a year or so. We'll see.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Dan, interestingly, since you're doing a toy, I am also doing a toy today.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of unusual. And today I am going to talk about something that I had almost picked up for several months and finally got around to getting one. I have been collecting the Batman 66 figures, the 6-inchers for a long time. And they put out, just last year, they put out, I'm actually looking at this and it's dated 2015, they put out a Bat Computer. And this is the Bat Computer, Dan. Here's the Bat Computer. It's really neat.
The label on it.
Yeah, isn't that great? Yep, it's it very much is faithful to that show, and it's got a little tape deck there, and it's great. So the Bat Computer came with, as a lot of this stuff has, and this is my one beef with it, where it's difficult to get these extra cool things that you get for these figures without getting yet another Batman. And the price seems kind of jacked up just because you're also buying a figure. But I'm like, I already have I have 2 Batman figures. Well, this one, happily, even though it is the straight-up Batman body, came with a Bruce Wayne head. And
cool.
it's one of those things where it comes with a couple heads, and you can put the regular Batman head on it, and then it just looks like the Batman that I already have. But I put the Bruce Wayne head on it so that it's at least sort of a different figure. So this is at stores right now for, I think, what, 30? I think 30 is what I paid for it.
That's not bad for a modern 6-inch action figure. A lot of time they charge like $15, $20 for those by themselves, right?
And these by themselves are $20. What's cool about this is that it's not just the figure in the Bat Computer, but it's also an accessory kit. And that's the big selling point, is all these accessories. So you get the Shakespeare head. You get the Shakespeare head.
Awesome.
That, of course, in the show you would open up and press the button, and then the bat poles would open, and it does open, and it has the button.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's kind of neat. And then here, I'll just show you all these little accessories. This is a big reason I had to have this, was so that my Batman would have all these awesome accessories. Because the Batmans don't come with any accessories except for the Surf's Up Batman, which comes with a surfboard. But here is the Bat-Zooka. You gotta have that. You gotta have the Bat-Zooka. And then, see, it's weird doing this show with someone that's not actually in the room because I have to show it to 2 different cameras. Hold on, I lost the Bat phone's receiver, Dan.
Oh no.
See, then Commissioner Gordon's not going to be able to get a hold of Batman. But anyway, so here's the red Bat phone with the receiver.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. And also I should mention that the Bat Computer on the other side is like just a shelf, like would be inside of Bruce Wayne's office, and then
cool.
what they give you is this this background thing for the base. That's kind of a little background diorama thing of the Batcave. But then if you flip it over, it's also the office with the bat poles.
Oh, that's cool.
And so if you flipped it that direction, then you could, flip this around, and then you could put maybe the Shakespeare head, like on that shelf.
That's pretty cool. It's dual purpose. I like that.
Yeah, so that's kind of neat that they do that. And also what's cool is they messed up these backgrounds for some of these figures where it would be a picture that was landscape, but you could only display it this way.
That's really weird.
Which was really dumb, and this one happily is not that way. And then other things, here's the Batman head. There's the Bat Megaphone, which was used surprisingly a lot of times. There is another accessories kit that you can get that has more stuff than this. I think that the Bat shield, the big plastic shield that he would deflect things off of, I think that's in it. But that thing is really expensive and hard to get. Like I think it's like $80 on Amazon. Like it's really tough to get.
Really?
Yeah, and some of the stuff they didn't make a lot of, and so they're a little bit more harder to get. But then you've got the see, this is hard to show because these are really tiny. But here's the Bat. What is this? The Bat transmitter, I think. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the transmitter, Dan. And then it's got 4 bat spray repellents.
Oh, nice.
They're only labeled bat spray repellent though. I wish that they they were different. Like one should be bat gas and another should be shark repellent. But but it's cool. They look like those canisters did. And then you get 3 batarangs. And I like that the batarangs are curved. And that they actually have one of them, or no, maybe they all do. They all 3 have the hole that you would put a rope in so that you could throw it in bat climb. And it is exactly what I've got on the wall over here. I've got a replica of. I'll grab that for folks that haven't seen it. I mean, I've shown this a lot, but it's cool. It is in miniature exactly this.
Oh, cool.
It's cool. Oh, I'm looking at this. This is starting to get a little discolored.
Oh no.
That's unfortunate. I haven't pulled this off the wall in a while, and I'm looking at this right now, and I'm like, or maybe it looks discolored to me just because this is so blue. This is so blue. But anyway, my Adam West battering. But yeah, so that's what I recommend today. It's really cool. I have been overall pretty happy with this line. I haven't been real happy with how some of it's been packaged, though. Because I don't have a Robin and a Batgirl yet. Because the only way you could get them is, once again, with a Batman that I already have. And that's a $50 set. And a third of that is Batman. I wish they had put another figure in there that you couldn't get any other way. And what's ridiculous is that they didn't package Robin by himself. Like that initial line, you can't get Robin by himself. There was for a while the only Robin you could get was the one in the there's the set that is Batman and Robin climbing up the side of a building.
Oh, cool.
And that was the only way that you could get it. And I forget if because it had like the cape, coming this way because they're walking up, and I think the cape's different. But I'm not sure because I don't have one. But it's one of those things that, again, it's kind of a diorama thing. It's really you just display it. And the only way that you can get Robin, I think there might have been a Comic-Con exclusive one. I know there was a Comic-Con exclusive Batgirl, and for a while that was the only way you could get her, and that was expensive. That was real tough to get after the fact. But now, what's really driving me crazy is that they've never packaged Robin by himself. But you can get him in that 3-pack that has Robin and Batgirl. You can also get him in a version of the Batmobile that I already have that they've packaged with Batman and Robin. And I'm like, could you not have released it that way in the first place?
Yeah.
Because I bought it before that. And you go to Toys R Us now, and sometimes you'll see both of them. You'll see, and the car is exactly the same. And I've recommended that here on Recommends. You'll have the Batmobile with just Batman, and then you'll have one that has Batman and Robin, and it'll be on the same shelf.
That's weird.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're just backstock, or if they're still shipping them that way.
Do they have a big playset Batcave diorama thing for that line yet? Or
Not,
are they not going to do one?
Not yet, and I assume that's why they put out the Batcave, and I'm not sure if we're going to see one. But there is a really cool, I don't know if it's plastic or cardboard, but there's a cool one coming out that I saw just the other day that somebody sent me a picture of, and I don't know if that's intended for the set. or for these toys, or if it's made by a different company. But I don't know if you saw this. We are getting a Lego one, and that's very exciting. Cool. Yeah, it comes with a Bat Copter. It's got like 9 minifigs. That comes out in March. I'm expecting that to be like a $250 set.
Jeez. Yeah, because Legos are pricey, but they're a lot of the time worth it because they're really cool toys.
Yeah, I have to get that. Like, I must get my hands on that. One thing that I'm kind of hoping is that we get 60s Batman. That we get a 60s Batman level for Lego Dimensions at some point.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Because I think that'd be super cool. And I think there's I know for sure that there's an Adam West Batman in Lego Batman 3. I just haven't played through it and gotten to too much of that yet. I think there's like a hidden level in that's 60s Batman. And then Adam West lent his voice to that game, and there's like one of the secret things to find in some of those levels is Adam West Batman or maybe it's just Adam West like in just regular clothes, like not even Adam West Batman. I think it's just Adam West, and he's like trapped somewhere, and you have to rescue him.
Oh, so that's exactly like what they did with Stan Lee in Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah. Him. Yeah, I didn't realize they did that because I haven't been through much of that game yet either, so I didn't realize they did that with Stan Lee. But yeah, they did that with Adam West.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I kind of wish they'd make a Lego 60s Batman entire game. That'd be awesome.
Right?
I probably won't do that, but that would be awesome.
It'd be cool if they put it out in conjunction with one of the animated movies that's supposed to come out.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
And I haven't heard anything about that since the announcement, but I'm assuming that's still happening.
I hope so. Yeah.
Me too. But anyway, that's what I recommend. So you got Bruce Wayne Batman, and you got your Bat Computer, and I mean, like they could just keep putting this stuff out, and I'll buy it. I'd like to have a scale. I mean, it would be huge, but I'd like to have a scale Batcopter and Batboat for these Mattel figures too.
Awesome. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that.
Yeah, because I think the car is sold okay. And I like it. I wish the door's open, but other than that,
did the figures seem to sell well in general? Like,
I think so. I mean, enough that they felt the need to do, some extra ones after that first wave. They have more waves and more characters though of the like Mego reproduction figures that they've done. The Mego-esque figures, and when I say reproductions, I don't know how many of those were things that like already existed and they made them again, but they've made up some, I think, and like they went pretty far with that. Like there's an Egghead one and there's a Bookworm one, and
that's awesome.
I'd like to get my hands on those at some point, but I just haven't started in on that collection, and they're bigger, so I'd have to find a place for them. But
right, yeah.
But anyway, well, that's what I recommend, and that's what Dan recommends.
This is what I recommended. He's large. I can barely get him in the shot here.
Even though it's Batman, I kind of feel like he would win.
I don't know. Link's pretty powerful. No,
that's what I'm saying. I kind of feel like Link would probably win. Like even though it's Batman.
Yes. I thought you meant Batman.
No, even though it's Batman, I think Link would probably win. Yeah. Yes, I have unfortunately shown you my secret identity. Well, anyway, Dan and I are just going to play with action figures, and we'll see you later. All right, thanks a lot. We'll play with action figures over the... Dan's like, I don't play with action figures anymore. I'm like, I'm going to prove you wrong, sir. Everybody, thanks so much for watching. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Dan.
And we'll recommend something for you once again next week.